down. You go to a teacher, it's only going to get worse.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire.
The Riverside.
Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
And welcome to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Putting on for the Inland Empire. Jeff, are you fired up?
Always fired up, baby.
You got your hoodie on. You look all cozy over there with your coffee.
I'm ready.
Did you stay up and watch all that big baller action?
No, last night?
No, I guess happened technically this morning. But.
Oh, no, I didn't watch that crap. How do they do today? They play...
Jeff, you owe Larry Ball an apology.
I owe him nothing.
An apology that you're very, very sorry.
For what?
LaMelo and LiAngelo. Jello's the middle ball, remember?
Yeah.
So Melo and Jello combined for 80 points in the Big Baller Challenge today.
Yeah, but the Big Baller Challenge is like little kids, isn't it? They're playing against little kids.
Well, maybe, but
How many did they combine for?
80. So LaMelo had 43, and the middle ball, that's Jello, he had 37.
Yeah, but they're playing against little kids.
Well,
that's what it says. The Big Baller, whatever, and then
Big Baller Challenge.
I just don't like you
so
anymore when you talk about this.
Because there's a Lithuania league, right?
Yeah.
And that's the pro league.
Yeah, this is the.
And they haven't done anything in that. And then they play against the little kids who are like 15, and they tear it up.
Dominate with Larry Ball.
So I just thought, you might want to just put it out there for the people that Larry Ball deserves an apology.
He deserves nothing.
Melo and the middle ball went off today.
And what was this?
80 points. And he coached. We're going to talk about this later.
Come on,
he
stop
coached
it.
in the game.
I don't want to hear this anymore. This is an embarrassment to all of basketball. What do you mean he coached? He's the basketball
Larry Ball,
coach?
he had his suit on, and LaMelo was coming up with steals and dunks, and the middle ball was just being like the middle ball, doing his thing, and they combined for 80 points.
The middle ball.
Jello ball.
He's coaching. We'll get
You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
He's coaching. So we'll actually play some highlights from the game because I just really like the announcers. I think we could get some good notes for our UC Riverside broadcast tomorrow night.
Those guys are probably better than us. They've already won more games than us.
But they're playing against kids.
Oh, that's true. Hey, if UCR played against kids, I bet they win 90% of the time. Maybe 100.
With or without Jello and Melo.
Without Jello and Melo.
No, but seriously, LeVar Ball was a coach today in the game for his team.
And was he really wearing a suit and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Was he standing up?
I know we joke around and we mess around on this show.
Come on.
But that is 100% full-blown the truth.
So Larry was running the sidelines.
Yeah, I'll find you a picture.
Oh, come on.
Coaching up his sons. They had 80. They combined for 80 points,
80
Jeff.
points?
You owe an apology.
I don't know. To who?
This time last year, Melo Ball was filling it up for Chino Hills. And now he's in a basketball-rich country of Lithuania.
Putting
on for the IE. He combined with the middle ball for 80 points.
The middle ball. Anytime, like
his dad had a suit on.
Anytime there's more than two balls on a team, that's a problem. And there's
a lot.
There should be no more than two, and there's three of them. Go see a doctor.
So we won't spend a lot of time on it, but it is kind of fun. We'll talk about
ridiculous
Melo and Jello and Larry Ball with his suit on and all that stuff a little bit later in the show. Again, welcome to the Inland Sports Show. This is Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. A little bit later in the show, we'll talk Cal Baptist soccer because, again, history was made for the Lancers as the first ever player was drafted into Major League Soccer, the great Aiden Apodaca.
Aiden Apodaca. Say that 3 times fast.
It's kind of fun to say.
Aiden Apodaca.
Yeah.
Aiden Apodaca. Aiden Apodaca.
From deep in the Kook, Rancho Cucamonga.
A guy named Aiden Apodaca. What's his name? He's from the Kook? He's from Rancho Cucamonga?
Atacapa, what did you call it?
Wait, what's his name?
Aiden Apodaca.
Aiden Apodaca from Rancho Cucamonga. That sounds
Apodaca from Cucamonga.
That's just weird. He's not from there. Get out of here.
But he made history, Jeff. He became the first ever Cal Baptist soccer player to be drafted into Major League Soccer in the 3rd round.
Do they get millions playing Major League Soccer?
Millions.
Or do they get like dollars?
No, the high-end guys, the guys that come from Europe, the Landon Donovans of the world, they make a lot. But some of the lower guys, no, it's like any other sport.
Landon Donovan, he made a comeback.
What is it? What's the deal with that?
It doesn't matter. He's still
in Mexico.
playing.
Is he playing? Because I don't know. Because I kind of get a feeling he just went to a press conference and held the jersey up.
I'm telling you, Landon Donovan is going to make a comeback.
I can get video of my favorite Ball brothers in Lithuania, but I can't get video of Landon Donovan in Mexico.
No.
I'm still waiting on that one.
No, it's very, very hush-hush. Hush-hush. It's like Vandenberg. It's like the missile base up north. Very hush-hush, whoosh-whoosh, hush-hush.
Well, we're going to hear from Aiden Apodaca from the Kook of Rancho
Aiden Apodaca
Cucamonga.
from Rancho Cucamonga.
Again, he made history. We're going to hear from him later in the show as he is getting set to report to the Philadelphia Union of Major League Soccer. CBU's had a lot of baseball players get drafted. I think there's been over 30 of them, 20 of them. I believe around 20 has been in the Gary Adcock era since he's been the head coach.
Adcock.
So it happens quite a bit for baseball at CBU, but the first soccer player to be drafted by a Major League Soccer team, the Philadelphia Union. So that's pretty big time.
The Union. Yeah.
So we're going to talk to him later in the show.
We are?
Yes, and we're also going to talk more about the Ball brothers.
No.
And also later on the show, we've got Jim Vaughan. He is the athletic director for Riverside Poly.
Yeah.
Because we want to talk to him about the new Rain Cross Conference.
That's the dumbest name ever, and
Jeff,
I'm going to tell him to his face.
It's the great Jim Vaughan. You can't talk like that to
I
Jim
can too, and I grew up with him, so I'm allowed to.
Did you see him Saturday at the Hall of Fame
I
thing?
did. He was wearing a Letterman's jacket minus the letter. Did you know that? He was wearing a Poly, and I'm going to ask him about that because it made sense. He was wearing a Letterman's jacket minus the letter, but he is the athletic director.
See?
And former basketball coach at Rim of the World, and former player at Notre Dame High School. He was a good lefty. He could shoot, but he was really kind of slow. He couldn't guard me. I'd have dunked on him. I'd have just dunked right on him.
You could have took him in the post.
Yeah, I'm going to tell him that too. After he tells me about this Rain Cross League, that might be the silliest thing. The Rain Cross Conference, that's just dumb.
So a new Rain Cross Conference, 3 leagues, the Ivy League, the Sun Belt League, and the Inland Valley League inside of it. We'll talk about that, and we'll kind of get more specific with football because we broke the news yesterday. The Ivy League inside the Rain Cross Conference, Rancho Verde, Paloma Valley, Heritage, and Valley View.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to offer him $1,000 to change the name.
We'll see if he takes it.
I have
Maybe
a few
he'll take
names.
the bait.
I
He might do it.
names. I have a few names I want to give him. He better take it because he can make $1,000 in his pocket. He can take his family to
Rim of the World, Lake Arrowhead.
He could take him
Go
up to
shopping
River
up there.
He could.
Nice little downtown
You better
area on the lake.
You better listen to me.
All right, so we'll talk about that. We've also got an update on the NFL Pro Bowl. Another Ram has been added, Jeff's favorite Ram, quarterback. Big hint there. We'll also get you set for UC Riverside taking on UC Irvine and hoops tomorrow night. Greg Popovich talking about Kawhi Leonard. This is getting messy, Jeff.
I called it yesterday that it was going to get messy. They were talking about an injury, and I even told you it was going to lead to a trade.
It's getting messy.
And it's going to lead to a Laker trade.
And also, I'm going to tell you why the New England Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. It's a done deal. Just give them the ring. Tom Brady's going to win another one, number 6.
You think so?
I'm going to tell you why.
Why is that?
Later in the show.
Oh, you're going to tell us.
Later in the show, Jeff.
Okay, gotcha.
Later in the show. And then one more inland sports headline out there. So Alan Craig, former Chaparral Puma, has signed a minor league contract with the San Diego Padres. So he had a great run with the St. Louis Cardinals. He was an all-star in 2013. He had almost 100 RBI in back-to-back seasons, over 20 home runs. Like, he was good. He was a great hitter for the St. Louis Cardinals. Then he went to the Boston Red Sox, and he kind of disappeared for a little bit, but he's trying to make a comeback. The Padres brought him in. They're going to take him to spring training, and we'll see if the pride of Chaparral High School in Temecula, Alan Craig, can stick with the Padres and find a spot. They need help. I could see him making that team.
Hey, anybody can make that Padres team. You and I, if we're really good enough, we can make that team. This is a minor league team. But, hey, the Red Sox paid him $11 million last year.
Yeah, I don't feel too sorry for him because he is getting millions of dollars, but he's trying to make it back to the big leagues. He's been in AAA the last 2 seasons.
He's probably taking baths in gold, just straight gold.
Down there in Temecula?
Yeah, hanging out, just taking baths, and you know, blowing his nose with dollar bills. That's what I would do if I had made $11 million.
Best of luck to Alan Craig, former Chaparral Puma, trying to stick with the San Diego Padres, signing a minor league deal. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. It's in the name. In fact, I saw the great Luke Navigado out at CBU Baseball. Oh, he's going to be the table setter. He's going to be the spark plug of this Lancer team this season.
Get out of here.
We love you,
You got Navigados everywhere.
And I know you like him, Jeff, because he has a nice full beard.
He does. I love beards.
Like a lumberjack.
But if you have a beard and you're in college, you're going to be successful. Just remember
Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Forget the degree.
No.
Just
if you have a beard and you're in college, you're going to be successful.
Done deal.
Yep.
Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire. In fact, they had the big banner up at Cal Baptist Baseball Stadium. KenSportingGoods.com is the website. Get your Letterman's jacket, just like the great Jim Vaughan at Riverside Poly, right?
Yes.
Even though there's no patches, right? Well, there's no patches?
He had patches. He just didn't have any letter.
Oh, no letter.
And I said, why don't you have a letter there, Coach?
Sadness.
And he told me why.
Get over to Ken Sporting Goods right now. Get some letters on there. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Check out the new Overtime program for those younger athletes getting ready to go to the high school level. And also those strength and speed classes at Boost are the very best. The first one is absolutely free. So there's no reason for you to go check it out. Just drop the name Jeff Gorham at the door, and they will kick you out.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, give you a good deal, right?
They give you a free class, man.
They'll smack you in the head with a bag of oranges and tell you to get out of here. No, if you say Jeff Gorham, you'll get a sweet deal. And Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. You can buy trade finance at Catalano Motors. And again, they'll make that car shopping experience easy. You've got expectations when buying a car or truck or SUV or minivan if you're Jeff.
Yes.
And they'll meet those expectations and exceed those. They'll make it really easy when you're out there shopping for a car. So Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, we will tell you why it's a done deal. The New England Patriots have won Super Bowl 52.
Stop it.
We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
To help the homeless in my community learn computer skills and build a basic resume. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
If you're struggling with your mortgage, there's a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Daddy, what's an info?
Oh, the nympho is the state bird of Ohio.
Oh.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
There's Jeff. Grabbed his lunch bell. He's punching the time clock. Working hard over there in the corner in his hoodie. Right, Jeff?
Woo, I'm going down. Woo.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, every single day of your life, 3 to 6 p.m. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. Greg's got a hoodie on, too. I guess I missed the memo.
I'm telling you, man, it was cold this morning. When I woke up, it was chilly. As my son said, is that snow on the ground? I said, no, that would be frost, my friend.
Did you have frost, really?
We did have frost.
Oh, I didn't.
You didn't get frost?
No.
So you get to sleep in. You're sleeping in. You're waking up. The sun comes up.
If 6:45 sleeping in, then yes.
Oh yeah, it is. That's sleeping in.
That's sad.
The roosters are, hollering or whatever.
The roosters are crowing, Bobby Boucher.
You're in your pajamas. Your button-up pajamas. Do you have button-up pajamas, Pep?
I have buttons on the bum so I can drop them down the pajamas. No, you know what I'm talking about?
A onesie.
A onesie
yeah. with a thing in the back. A trap door.
It's a trap door.
Yeah.
No, but you know what I was rocking, and I'm really excited about this. It's actually been cold enough for me to bring back out the Sacramento Kings beanie. It has a little ball on top. It goes dangling around.
Do you wear that around?
Yeah, I do. I had it on last night and this morning. Keeps me all nice and warm.
See, I just, my head it keeps me awake when I'm cold. I got to have a cold head, or else I fall asleep. If I put a warm thing on my head, and it's that early in the morning, I go right to sleep. I'm out. I can't do it. I'm out, Jerry. I'm out. No.
Speaking of being cold and stuff, I just had this conversation with my kids. You know how the quarterbacks have the pouch? It's like a little belt, and they have the pouch in front. It keeps their hands warm, right?
Yes.
Like you have on your hoodie right there. Put your hands in there.
It's chilly in here.
So I was talking to my kids about, football and cold, and the quarterback's got to be able to throw the ball. Kind of went back to Tom Brady and the cut on his hand.
You're obsessed with Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm a fan now, man.
I'm not.
But I was telling them, I'm like, you know what? They go into the huddle.
Yeah.
I had to explain all this stuff, the huddle and all it is.
Yeah.
They keep their hands in the little fanny pack, right? The pouch.
You know what's in there?
The hand muff.
You know what's in there?
Warmers, right? The little.
Nope.
What?
Kittens. You put kittens in your pocket.
I did not expect that. I did not expect that.
You put kittens in your pocket, your hands are going to be warm the entire time. Yeah, I put Genie in my pocket when I'm walking around my back. Yeah, they put either that or hamsters. They're a little smaller for the NFL guys, just to keep. No, they have those little things that they're chemicals.
Yeah, you break them and it gets warm, right?
Yeah, I don't mess with chemicals or anything, so I won't do that. But just put a cat in my pocket.
But yes, they have the little pouches, and the quarterbacks keep their hands warm.
Yeah.
For Tom Brady, he was actually wearing some gloves throughout the week, right, going into the conference championship game.
Because he had a cut that I called.
And actually, in the game, he did wear a glove on his left hand, his non-throwing hand, and then on his right hand where he had the cut, it was his hand was free, but he had it's like the special tape over it, over the stitches.
But he heals himself because he can walk on water. He can change water to wine. And he turns fish into bread.
This is St. Brandon Rankin's style.
Yeah, he turns fish into bread because no one likes fish, so he makes bread.
Is that gluten free though?
Gluten-free bread made from manna.
Manna from heaven.
Manna from heaven, man. That's how you make bread. It's all gluten-free. Your wife should get some manna bread.
Somewhere Tom Brady right now is writing notes like, ooh, I need that for my new TB12 diet.
My manna.
Gluten-free bread. I like this.
I'm just going to make it from these dead fish that I found. I'm going to turn it into some manna bread. I don't know where I'm going with that. But.
Well, speaking of St. Tom Brady.
Okay.
The New England Patriots have won Super Bowl 52.
How is this possible? They haven't even played yet.
I know they haven't played yet, but here's the deal, Jeff.
All right, what's your deal?
So the Patriots have announced that in Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota, they will wear their white jerseys. That's the road jerseys. They're white jerseys. Now, why does that even matter?
Why does that even matter, Pep?
Because in the last 13 Super Bowls, 12 of those teams have won with white jerseys.
And who was the one that lost, Pep?
I don't know. Let's do the math. Let's go back through there and find out.
I would have to say. Let's see. I can't read these numbers.
No, you can't.
This is Roman numerals. I would like to just have my. I don't appreciate that either. I don't appreciate in the Super Bowl
the Roman numerals.
The Roman numerals.
Got to think.
Yeah, well, no, I just never wanted to figure it out, and I've been lazy, so I just don't care. You see X's all over the place, and you say that's a lot of numbers. But yeah, I guess I can't tell what that is.
So here's the deal. So when New England has worn the blue jerseys,
okay.
they're 2-2.
Okay.
And those two losses, obviously, against the New York Giants. Tom Brady's 2 losses in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, to Eli Manning.
He's been there 7 times already. He's won 5 of them, but his 2 losses, both came against the Giants, and both came with the blue jersey. So they said, no way, we're not wearing blue this year. We're going back to white because in the white jerseys, Tom Brady has not lost. The New England Patriots as a team, when they wear white jerseys in the Super Bowl, are 3-1. And that one loss was your boy, Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe, the last loser of New England.
Yeah. He went head-to-head against Brett Favre at the Green Bay Packers.
But what about the old school red ones they used to wear? Remember those ones?
I don't remember those. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Actually, I do. In the 80s, they did have like the white pants and the red tops. They're 0 for 1 in the red jerseys. Long ago, and okay, Jeff, I'm going to put you to the test right now because I know you love Roman numerals.
No.
XX. That's easy, right?
I don't know. What is that, 10, 20?
20.
That's 20, yeah.
2 10s, yep,
yeah.
20.
I just learned that from Star Trek. They used to have Star Trek and XX. Go ahead. All right.
So the New England Patriots, if history holds, they are basically a lock to win the Super Bowl because they are wearing white jerseys.
No, yeah, I guess so. Hey, if we just got our fact checker said Super Bowl 45, The Packers wore green that year.
And they won?
And they won.
Who'd they beat? Super Bowl 45. So that was 7 years ago?
Come on, fact checker. Hey,
Steelers?
Nice.
Broncos? I don't know.
It had to be one of those. It's no one ever. Was it the Browns? No.
We know it wasn't the Browns. Let's do process of elimination. It wasn't the Browns.
Couldn't have been them.
It wasn't the Raiders.
Could have been. No, Buffalo.
Was it the 49ers?
I want to know when the Browns last time they went to the playoffs.
Browns.
I'd say at least a decade.
Are they going to collapse the Browns?
Are they going to just fold them up?
Steelers. It was against the Steelers.
It was the Steelers?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I knew that already, so I just...
Sure you did.
Thanks, fat guy.
So, the Super Bowl's coming up in 2 Sundays from now. It's Super Bowl 52 in Minnesota, Patriots and Eagles. And the Pro Bowl is this weekend, this Sunday.
Are they back in Hawaii or are they in Orlando?
I think they're in Orlando again.
Orlando.
Yeah, but they're back to the AFC versus NFC. We're going to talk about that later in the show because it's back to the more traditional format, yet I still don't really care.
Yeah, didn't they have like drafting guys one year and they had like Deion Sanders was coaching?
Yeah.
And Emmitt Smith.
Just not into
It was so stupid. Only All-Star game I enjoy is the baseball All-Star game.
Same here.
Basketball's horrible.
I'm not even into the basketball.
It's just horrible. But it's in LA this year. Did you know that?
The All-Star game?
Yes, the All-Star game. Did you see yesterday, or I'm sorry, the New York Knicks played the Lakers on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Did you know who else played in the building the same day? It's the first time it's happened in 57 years.
The Rangers?
Yes. First time they were in the same building on the same day in over 50 years.
So hockey and basketball back to back.
Yeah.
Have you seen that transformation where they take an arena and they make it go from hockey to basketball or vice versa?
Yes, I have.
It's cool. It's very interesting.
Cool. Yeah. They put it over the ice.
Yeah. They take like this, it's almost like a thick rubber material.
Yeah.
And they lay it down and they build the court on top of it.
It's pretty sweet.
It is pretty cool.
Some places, though, you can get like condensation going through the floor.
That is true. Oh, 2002 was the last time the Browns made the playoffs.
Wow.
15 years ago, 16 years ago.
Who was the quarterback? Bernie Kosar?
Who was the quarterback?
Bernie Kosar.
Ernest. Who was the running back? Ernest Givens? Ernest Miners.
Ernest Miner? Yeah, Ernest Miner was the running back.
Webster Slaughter.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
I knew some Browns back in the day.
Speaking of
Eric
floors.
Metcalf? Yes.
Speaking of floors, I was just thinking about this. Have you ever been to Beverly Hills High School?
No.
Did you know underneath the basketball floor, there is a swimming pool underneath the floor? Did you know that?
No.
A fact checker knew that. When there's a swim meet, they open the gym floor and it goes underneath and they have a swim meet.
Indoor swimming.
Indoor swimming, and then they have the court goes over it. You're right. They did. They
filmed what?
They filmed It's a Wonderful Life there.
They did?
Yes.
See, that stuff only happens in Beverly Hills, though.
Yeah, but how sweet is
Pools
that?
underneath the gym floor.
Yeah, sweet. You've never been there?
No,
go check it
I
out.
haven't.
Yeah, okay, I know. I just went off the deep end there.
That's all right. Once again, Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl.
They're not either.
Yeah, it's already done.
They're going
to wear the white jerseys, and they got it in the bag.
But is Tom Brady, he's all healthy and fit and everything?
Oh, yeah, he's going to be fine. He looks great. He's been eating lots of plants. He's fine.
Is Gronk going to play?
He's in concussion protocol. Remember after that big hit, so.
But that's only like 5 days. I think it is, was it 5 days from your last headache?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but Gronk always probably has a headache because he's always drunk. Gronk is always drunk. He's like on boats.
He's a fraternity boy.
He is a fraternity guy. He's always on yachts drinking, or he's in Vegas. So he might always be in concussion
He's
protocol.
like, I always feel like this, guys. I'm sorry.
He always has a headache. I can see that. Yeah, I do think I agree with you. I think the Patriots are going to probably win. Not happy.
All right. Well, we're pulling for Kenyon Barner, though, the pride of Notre Dame High School in Riverside. He's our local guy.
Oh yeah, I do want them to win. I don't care about the Patriots. I want the.
You only care about Kenyon, right?
Yeah, I don't care about. I interviewed that guy. He had yellow shoes. He's about 2'6". Little guy.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Can you believe that he started the season with the Chargers?
He did. I know.
I thought, man, I dodged a real bullet there. I'm going to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy. He's going to get a Super Bowl ring, a championship ring, and that'll be the next time I interview him. Because we're buddies now.
You guys are homies?
We're homies. We're hanging out in Reno Valley together. That makes me tough.
The only guy that you like more than Kenyon Barner is Larry Ball, and that's what we're talking next.
I don't like that guy.
Are you ready to talk Larry Ball?
Yeah, I'll talk about him. I'll talk smack about him.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. LeVar Ball made his coaching debut with the Big Baller challenge in Lithuania, and his sons lit it up. Jeff came in here so excited and geeked up for Melo and the middle ball. He was fired up.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. I can't wait here. Hey, what's it, Lonzo? Does he still play for the Lakers?
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's hurt, though.
Yeah, he's hurt.
I'm over the balls.
Not yet, because we're going to talk about him when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Is this your boy?
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. Take an athlete and, you know, help them reach their athletic potential. You know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help them. We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Oh, it's that time of the show.
Pat Benatar?
You wish, Jeff.
Oh, God, I could talk about Pat Benatar all day long.
You know, Jeff and I always talk about, what are we gonna do on the show tomorrow? He's like, man, 3 words, actually just 3 letters, BBB, Big Baller Brand, all day long, right?
That's what I think.
Is that what you said
you know, I have dreams at night that I'm hanging out fighting LeVar Ball. Was that the dad, Larry?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
I have dreams I'm fist fighting him.
There's gonna be a lot of basketball on the show. We're gonna talk UC Riverside. We're gonna talk Kawhi Leonard, all kinds of good stuff. In fact, the NBA All-Star reserves might be announced while we're on the air. We'll announce those too. But the big news today, if you're just joining us,
okay,
is Melo Ball in the middle ball went for 80 points as LeVar Ball made his coaching debut in Lithuania. Man, we are fired up about it.
Man, are we? I'm right now. I'm looking at pictures, and the team that the Ball brothers are on,
Vytautas,
they have guys with beards, and they're playing against little kids. They're playing against high school kids.
That's how you do it, man. 80 points. Hang 80 on them.
I mean, it just seems silly to me that they're playing in these 2 different leagues. They're in last place in their pro league, but they're doing well in their Big Baller Brand, whatever it is, the challenge.
Big Baller Challenge.
The Big Baller Brand Challenge.
Yeah, so just so people know out there, let's be very distinct about this. There's the Lithuania League, which is professional.
Yes.
And then there's the Big Baller Challenge.
Yes.
Which they did today, which is the game that they dropped 80 combined points and LeVar Ball coached in. So it wasn't technically a real game. It was one of these fake games. And again, when we heard the news, Jeff, we said on this very show, you think LeVar Ball's going to go to a team that he's not going to be able to manipulate?
Well,
you think he's going to go to some big-time club in Italy or Israel or Spain that brings in like former NBA guys and they're paying out millions of dollars? No, he's going to find some random team in the middle of nowhere that's strapped for cash, and they're going to say, hey, we want to have control. We want to put our brand everywhere. LeVar Ball's basically going to tell you what to do and when he wants it and how you're going to play his kids.
No.
That's exactly what he got in the middle of nowhere.
Now he's coaching. I'm looking at him. He's got a nice suit on.
Told you he coached.
Unbelievable. You know, the little kid can shoot. He needs a haircut, but he can shoot. He made 10 threes today.
Told you he can shoot.
Oh, he can shoot the ball. But, you know,
you want to hear him shoot the ball?
Yeah, let's hear him shoot the ball.
Here's some action from the Big Baller Brand Challenge today as Vytautas. Big win behind 80 combined points from LaMelo Ball and the middle ball.
Oh, nice pass for Martynas Linkevičius. Once again, a nice possession by Vytautas, a nice fulfillment by Melo. Once again! Linkevičius passes to Melo. Once again. And that's another three-pointer. Doesn't want to give him an open look. Oh my God! And the crowd goes wild. I just can't believe it. It's just unbelievable. So we have, Melo with a steal. And a dunk.
Oh, three-pointer! I can't believe it.
Hey, their team they played today was called Elijah Dushku.
Isn't that an actress?
Yeah, she's a hot actress. So the Big Baller,
that can't be right.
the Big Baller Brand Challenge win was over Elisha Dushku. Yeah, it is right there.
Oh, I see it.
That's Elisha Dushku. She's hot. So she has her own team.
would say Zukija.
Oh,
but it's pretty close to Elijah Dushku.
Yeah, I mean you could probably put 80 on Elisha Dushku. Dushku. I really like her. Yeah, isn't she married or goes out with Rick Fox?
No, there's a big age difference.
I don't care what it is.
Fact checkers.
Please.
Elijah Dushku.
What is the fact checker doing algebra over there for?
What is he
kind of
doing?
show are we running here?
God, we're not putting string theory together over here. Can we please just find out who Elijah Dushku, if she is still with Rick Fox?
Listen, if a train leaves at 11:05 going at 50 miles per hour and a second train leaves at 11:10 going 60 miles per hour, who arrives in Cleveland first?
LeBron James.
We're doing math over here.
LeBron James.
Hello.
Yeah, she dates Rick Fox.
Did you already check that?
No, I just know she does because I stalk her.
I don't think that's right.
Want to bet? I stalk her. Am I right?
She can't be that old. She's probably, what, 35?
She's like your age.
Rick Fox is
50?
50? Yeah.
Am I right? Come on, fact checker.
Yeah, he's looking it up.
But just know I'm right. I'm always right about these things.
So here's the deal. Here was the official statement from your favorite Lithuanian team, Vytautas, on why Larry Ball was actually one of the coaches for Big Baller Brand today in that game in Lithuania. Here's what they said in regards to Larry Ball. He will be an assistant coach on game protocol, but will drive the team through the game and make many of the decisions, whatever that means. The style the team is going to play is going to be LeVar's choice.
Oh.
Okay, there's the first part. That was Vytautas coach Virgingis Siskas, and he said it through a translator. He also said, LeVar wants the team to play fast. He also has an idea for a new way for the team to play defense. So we're going to try it out tonight. Today will be like two equal coaches, but this will only be for the friendly match. We'll see how it goes today.
That's silly.
So so you're the head coach of Vytautas, and the owner comes to you and says, hey, LeVar Ball's going to be the coach today. Like, they're already pushing out the coach out the door.
Yeah.
They're already pushing him out the door.
LeVar
Ball's going to be the head coach before the end of the season, and before you know it, next year, head coach of the Lakers, LeVar Ball.
Oh my gosh! Hey,
right?
But they were running, just from watching the little video I did see. They're running the same stuff that Chino Hills.
Chino Hills.
Yeah, so it kind of makes me suspect, thinking that he was kind of running the show over at Chino.
And a new way to play defense. What does that mean?
They play on their hands. They walk around on their hands.
Sounds ridiculous.
If you walk around on your hands, then you're taller. Have you ever thought about that?
I've thought about that.
If you walk around on your hands, you're a taller person.
He's like, we're going to flip upside down.
We're going to play some defense with our feet.
We're going to play some defense with our feet. Put on your big baller shoes. Get ready to play some defense.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's how you change defense. Revolutionary. You walk around on your hands. That's what they did. But they played nobody. I'm looking at this. They played no one. They're little tiny kids.
Here's also another statement. So the Big Baller Challenge, remember, this is not the Pro League. This is something they put together special, right?
Yes.
Where they put the Big Baller logo everywhere, and LeVar Ball's coaching, and Melo in the middle ball go for 80. So the Big Baller Challenge is a 5-game series of friendly games. That basically means it's an exhibition, doesn't mean anything. And they do not count in the standings. We know that. The team put together the series in order to get LiAngelo Ball and LaMelo Ball playing time against other teenagers. Bingo.
Teenagers. You just said it right there.
Yeah.
But the guys that are playing, that is their pro team playing against teenagers.
Against teenagers.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. This is a train wreck.
It is.
It really is.
It's a mess. Now,
you know what? They should get all, like, the top high school team here and play them.
Yeah, all the local teams. You mean just regular high school?
Yeah.
That's for those guys.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Just think about this. LiAngelo, is that the little guy or LaMelo?
Jello's the middle ball.
This is just
Melo's the little ball.
Okay, Melo still has another year of high school.
He would be a junior at Chino Hills right now.
So he's going to stay 2 years in Lithuania? Or no, is he playing in the NBA next year, they said?
Next year, he should be with the Lakers. He had 43 today. He had 43. The middle ball had 37.
Now, is he eligible to play over for the Lakers then next year?
Because you had to be 1 year out of college, right? Wasn't that the NBA rule? 1 year out of college, or 1 year of college, or 1 year out of high school, I guess I should say, because you don't have to go to college. You have to be 1 year out of the NBA, or out of high school. Sorry, I'm screwing this up. Out of high school.
So if he does his homeschooling and he does it and finishes, would he be eligible to?
That's a great question. Yeah, because you're right. If he's doing homeschool and he's technically graduated from high school, that would start his clock, I would think, in terms of being done with high school. And so he might, and unless there's an age fact checker, if you're done doing your math equation,
stop doing the string theory math stuff.
Yeah, because I'm just curious when the clock starts. Is it when you graduate high school, or is it maybe your birth date?
I don't know.
Because maybe they're like you have to turn 19 years old.
But they're also collecting a paycheck too, which means they got rid of their amateur status.
Oh, amateur's gone.
Maybe a year of being away from, maybe a year of being a pro.
I bet you it's either a year out of high school or 19.
I don't know.
I'm sure they thought about this.
This is a fiasco.
It's just the next step to have LiAngelo Ball joining Lonzo Ball with the Lakers. And, hey, you know what? LeVar Ball's already said that Luke Walton doesn't know how to coach the team. But guess who does? LeVar Ball, baby.
No player may sign with the NBA until they are 19 years or older. 19.
That's what I thought. Or out of high school.
So we have Jello.
He's the middle ball.
He'll be able to play for...
he can play for the Lakers next year.
He'll be playing in the Chino Hills Rec League next year. Because
no, he's going to be on the Lakers.
No, he's rotten, man. I'm sorry.
He might be on the Clippers.
He averaged 1 rebound last year. 35 points and 1 rebound.
He had 37 today.
Yeah, how many rebounds?
A lot.
He didn't have a lot.
They don't keep rebounds in Lithuania.
No, they don't even play. They don't play any defense apparently either.
That he's going to be on the Lakers next year with Lonzo Ball, remember, and LeBron James, and they're all going to score a lot of points and just a couple guys to rebound, and LeVar Ball's figured it out. So
Lonzo's going to be playing with Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, yeah, you called
Paul George, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I did call it. I think I'm correct in calling that one.
You might be.
Yeah, I don't know. I do see LaMelo maybe playing. I don't see him in the NBA though. I just don't. Maybe they'll give him a G League deal or something. I don't know. He's a little. I know he can play, but he's not like. I know he's ranked as one of the top players in his class, but he's not overly. He's not better than the kid at Centennial.
Who?
The junior over there, the kid that transferred from Poly.
Oh, DJ Davis.
He's not better than DJ Davis.
I'll go DJ every single time.
I'd pick him over him. I would pick Lamont Butler.
Lamont Butler, Riverside Poly.
I would pick him over LaMelo. So, you know what? I'm going to talk to Lamont Butler, and I'm going to go to DJ Davis, and I'm going to see if they want to go to... No, I'm going to go to Cancun. We're going to go to Cancun and play in the Mexican leagues, and I'm going to take those guys down there, and I'm going to be all-inclusive. I'm going to
a resort.
A resort.
Then go to Lithuania.
All the games. Yeah, we're not going. No, we're never going to Lithuania. We're going to just hang out in Cancun, and we're going to be at one of those like the Sun Palace or the Moon Palace. And I'm going to eat food all I can, and we're going to play all our games on the beach, outdoors.
And
those guys, Lamont Butler and DJ are going to be my point guard and my 2 guard.
What's the team's name going to be?
Yeah, Jeff.
It's the Gorham, the Ballers. The Gorham Ballers. The G-Men.
The G.
Hey, my initials are GG. It'll just be G squared. G squared ball brand. I want to have my own shoe and everything. I'm going to bring out some Chuck Taylors and just spray paint them with some silver paint. Silver's painted Chuck Taylors. Maybe some Vans.
Oh, man. They could really mix it up.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. DJ Davis and Lamont Butler, you guys are coming with me. We're going to Cancun. We're going to play in Tijuana, Cancun, Michoacan. We're going to be playing it all. Michoacan.
What about Oaxaca?
No, I won't go there. I'll get my head cut off. Yeah, I can't go there.
I was trying to queue up on the spot some Welcome to Lithuania music.
Oh, that's your favorite song. Yeah, I would love. Did you find it?
Welcome to Lithuania, guys. This is what's going on in Lithuania right now after that big baller win.
Man, what do you do for a post-game meal in Lithuania? Yeah, what do they eat? Fact checker. What are they eating in Lithuania?
Yeah, what's a standard meal? Are they eating
borscht? Borscht. They're just eating stomach liner mixed.
Yeah, but
with
the Balls
meat.
are staying at that resort.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
How nice
they're
could the
eating
resort?
fine.
How nice could the resort actually be in Lithuania? What do you think? Think it's nice?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There's nothing. They're on the Baltic Sea. Baltic Sea. The Baltic Sea is like 3 feet deep, and you can walk 100 miles out, and you're still in 3 foot deep of water.
Is that true?
I don't know. It just sounds like it.
All right. We're going to have the fact checker check on what's a typical meal in Lithuania. What are the Ball brothers eating right now? Because I know that's what we all want to know. And then we're also going to move the show forward.
Nutria.
Because we must.
They're eating nutria. You know what nutria are?
No.
They're like big rats. They are. They're big rats, and they're in Lithuania.
Are you sure?
They're in the Everglades. Yeah, nutria. I know all about these things. Yeah, you have to kill them.
Yeah, we're all looking at Jeff like rolling our eyes. That's definitely not right.
Nutria they're in the Everglades, and they hire people to go out and kill them because there's so many of them. But they're as big as like Greg's head. They're giant. These are big like rats. They're
like
nutria.
muskrats?
No, they're nutria.
What? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Just trust me, I know these things. Some things stick in my head all the years. Nutria are these creatures, and they're hairy and they look like beavers, but they're actually big rats, and people shoot them.
And that's what they're eating in Lithuania.
That's what they eat in Lithuania. They do. They eat them raw. It's like sushi, but it's nutria.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we will dive into that big basketball game for UC Riverside. It's must-win time tomorrow night when they take on the Eaters at UC Irvine. We'll also update you on the Pro Bowl because a Rams quarterback, wink, wink, hint, hint, is going to the Pro Bowl. And the latest on Kawhi Leonard. It's not looking good. New reports out today. He might not be a Spur much longer. We'll be back.
No, Lakers.
It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
because I see this thing. It's like this big sign, and the name is in like bright blue neon lights with like purple outline. And this name is just so bright and so sharp that the sign, it just blows up because the name is just so powerful.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Here's my story, it's sad but true.
Welcome back. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
You picked some good songs, Greg. Stuff I heard, though, when I was a little lad. Such a young list. By the way, Elijah Dushku.
Yeah?
Not with Rick Fox anymore.
So it was a thing.
It was a thing.
And those large rats you were talking about.
Nutria.
That's a real thing, too.
Yeah, they eat them in Lithuania.
Man, Jeff's spitting the truth today.
You know what they do is they wrap them in this dough-like substance while they're alive, and then they deep fry them. So,
like a shepherd's pie. But with
like
bread?
a nutria pie. And they pour gravy on top.
So right now you're telling me the Ball brothers that's what they're eating now?
Yeah, but see,
that big
they're kind of like lobsters. You know why you cook lobsters alive? They scream. You know that, right? So they do this with the nutria. That's their lobster. Because they can't really have lobster because it's too cold and dirty in their ocean. So they just take nutria.
They don't have an ocean.
Yeah, the Baltic Sea. They do. It's the Baltic Sea is there.
It's not the ocean, is it? The ocean doesn't go in that inland.
Yes, it does. It's the sea. If it's called
Fact
the sea,
checker, hold on.
Is the Baltic? Why it's called the sea? It's the
we
Baltic
went over this
Sea.
whole Pangea thing when it broke apart.
Yeah.
The ocean.
Okay,
doesn't
well,
reach
either way, then these are the Lithuanian lobsters, the nutria. They deep fry them and they scream like little crazy people, and then they wrap them in dough and then they eat them like little turnovers.
But seriously, did we find the official dish of Lithuania?
We did.
What was it?
I couldn't pronounce it. It started with a C.
Does it have meat and potatoes?
I can tell you, they're large dumplings made with a mixture of raw and cooked potato dough
and nutria
that is filled with pork
and
slash nutria, and there's doused in a ladle of sour cream and bacon sauce. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it actually doesn't.
Yes, Lithuania has a coast. I knew they did.
It does?
Yes. Come on.
A coast to what?
On the Baltic Sea.
But the Baltic Sea doesn't touch the ocean.
It's a sea. It's part of the ocean. Yes, it is. Hello? It's a sea. The Mediterranean is not part of the ocean?
It is part of the ocean.
Well, what is it called? The Mediterranean
Sea.
What is the Baltic
Sea?
There.
Guess what's down by Temecula? The Salton
Sea.
What is Slurmaid in the sea?
Was there Slurmaid, sloth mermaids?
They used to be real characters, real creatures, until they were eaten by all the Lithuanians. Yes, the Baltic Sea is connected to the ocean.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
No.
Pep Fernandez.
Is there like a river or what? What connects it? I don't. Hold on. I think Cullen's finding a map because I don't believe that.
Pep Fernandez. I'm telling you, man. I know my stuff.
Because see, most of the time when Jeff says something, I just assume he's lying or
making up
messing
stuff
with me. Yeah. Do you have a picture, Cullen?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Look. Yes, it's surrounded by the sea. Man, I've been to Europe. You don't have a passport, so you can't say anything. Pep doesn't have a passport.
I guess you got to see in
geography. Yeah, Pep is looking right now at he's doing geography.
Ask him what he got in geography.
Hey. Yeah, see?
That can't be right.
It's right.
I'm getting my own computer. I'm looking this up.
I'm telling you, man, you've never left the country, have you? Have you ever left the continental United States?
Mexico and Canada.
Hey, you're going to Hawaii for the first time.
I'm going for the first. I've never been to Hawaii.
I have a shirt. You want to wear it?
Wife's Matt. What does it say?
Johnny has a shirt if you want to borrow it.
Uh-oh. Johnny's 5.
Oh, but he's not your size. I'm going to bring you an Aloha shirt, and you got to wear it. I'm going to give it to you.
Lithuania is on the ocean.
I knew it was on the ocean. I told you this. It's part of the Baltic Sea. I've been saying this for months.
I thought Lithuania was by the Ukraine.
Ukraine is weak. Ukraine not weak.
I thought it was over here by like the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea.
No, that's where Borat lives. That's where Borat. Yeah, that's where they eat worse than nutria over there.
I don't think this map's right.
It is right. I'm telling you, man, it's part of the Baltic Sea.
Anyways.
Yeah, I was right. Thank you. And they eat nutria dipped in dough.
Jeez. Chef Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie. So it says right here, a large dumplings made with a mixture of raw cooked potato dough that is filled with nutria and doused with a ladle of sour cream and bacon sauce.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
That sounds delectable. Anything you dip in butter is really good.
It's wonderful.
Have you ever been?
Anything you dip in butter is really good?
Yeah. Have you ever been to SeaWorld? Anything there? Anything there is wonderful dipped in butter. Anything.
So maybe we should dip the UCR basketball team in butter.
Delicious.
It'll be better.
Delectable, delightful, and delicious. But yeah, seriously, you go to the SeaWorld and you go to the, what's that, Shamu? Delicious, dipped in butter.
Retired.
He's retired? But he,
I think he's still there, but he doesn't do the show. Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, he's a showman. He just swims around. Have you ever had whale blubber? Have you?
Why would I have whale blubber, Jeff? Have you had whale blubber?
I have had whale blubber. I've taken a bite. Tastes like candy.
What kind of candy do you eat?
I'm telling you, it was sweet. Whale blubber is sweet.
Where were you eating whale blubber?
In Alaska? I mean, where else would I eat?
I don't know.
Yes, I've tried whale blubber, and it tastes like candy.
Did you like it?
I liked it a lot. Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Come on.
I like it.
Of course I liked it.
Of course I did. Yeah, no joke. I've had it. Tastes like candy. Look it up, fact checker. Look it up.
He's looking it up as we speak.
Yeah. Question me.
UCR playing on the road at UC Irvine.
Yes, tomorrow
night.
We get to see Evan Leonard and Isai Worku.
And you and Evan Leonard of the Anteaters.
He ended my coaching career.
You go way back.
He ended my coaching career. He was the last game I ever coached. He put 35 at halftime on me.
So what was the game plan when you were at Norta Vista High School and you knew you were going to face Evan Leonard?
Can somebody guard that guy, please?
Was it Cerritos? Where did you go?
Yes, Cerritos.
So what was when you told you guys, you had your Braves all huddled up in the locker room before that playoff game,
yes,
and you knew you were going to face Evan Leonard, the future UC Irvine star. What did you tell your guys to stop him?
I said, he's averaging 35 points a game.
Was he really?
Yes. And I said, you have to guard him and be aware of him. Okay, coach. Hey, it's halftime. Hey, guys, we're down 26.
Remember Evan Leonard.
Evan Leonard has 35 at halftime. His average is 35. Oh, that guy. Yeah, that ended.
Too late.
Too late. We were done. He was the best high school player I'd seen that year, and he's had 3 20-point games for the Anteaters.
Yeah, he's doing awesome for UC Irvine right now.
Yeah, so they're pretty good. Wait, whale blubber is described as having a clean, nutty, salt sea taste with no fishiness, a creamy texture, soft, rich tasting, like fine sushi. I'm telling you, it was really good. I loved it. Delectable. I've eaten bear too once. Have you ever eaten a bear?
I have. I had bear spaghetti.
Ooh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I did.
Come on, man. Where are you hanging out?
Yeah. It was the Humboldt State days.
Are you hanging out in Mentone making some bear spaghetti or what?
Actually, what happened was, so my buddies, they were the real outdoorsmen. The fly fishing, rock climbing, like we'd go to the beach and they'd literally be climbing up the walls of the beach, like the real rocks, They did all that kind of stuff. So one day we were out fishing, we came back, and he's like, hey, I got some frozen spaghetti. I'm going to thaw it out. I'm going to heat it back up. You want some spaghetti for dinner? I'm like, sure. So we're like eating it, and I'm like halfway through, and I'm like, it's pretty good. It tastes kind of weird, but maybe it's because like it's got a little bit of freezer burn or something because it came out of the freezer.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is bear meat. Like this is bear spaghetti, and I'm like, ugh.
Was it nasty?
Once I heard that, I'm like, okay, now I know it's gross. I didn't like it. Bear meat might be good, but it just wasn't for me. I'm like, that's gross.
I had it in Colorado. It was delicious.
You liked it?
It was dipped in butter. It was fantastic.
Maybe mine because it was already coming out of the freezer.
Anything dipped in butter. I'm telling you, Shamu, any of those dolphins, delicious.
Just don't touch my sloth mermaid on the wall here inside the Inland Sports Studio.
No. Were we talking UCR basketball?
We are, but we got to take a break. We wasted talking about whale blubber, Jeff.
I told you, it's really good. I had it.
Hey, we're gonna have plenty of time tomorrow to talk UC Riverside because we will be live right at UC Irvine tomorrow for the show.
We're gonna be doing the show with the Anteaters, and we're gonna be doing zot, and we're gonna be there with the UC Riverside as they do their pregame shoot around.
Hey, I think it was intern Cullen who told me. It was you, right? He told me that the anteater from the comic strip made that sound, zot, zot, zot. That's what like a dog goes woof, woof.
Yeah.
A cat goes meow.
I don't know
right?
too many dogs who go woof, woof, but okay.
Ruff, ruff, woof, woof.
They're angry dogs. Yeah.
But anteaters go zot, 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 zot.
I can't wait for you to see the gym.
I'm excited.
Fantastic.
I'm fired up. We're going to be there live tomorrow, the Inland Sports Show from UC Irvine, as the Highlanders will take on the Eaters. It's a Big West Conference game, as UC Irvine's 3-3 right now in Big West Conference play, and the Highlanders right now at 0-5. They really need to knock off UC Irvine on the road. We'll see if they can do that. We'll talk a lot more about that tomorrow as the Highlanders go up against the defending regular season Big West champion Irvine. They did not beat Davis in the tournament. Davis went to the NCAA tournament. Irvine, though, was the regular season champion at 12-4.
Yeah, they had a 7'4" guy last year. It was pretty good.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. We will talk about the NFL Pro Bowl. Some guys were added to it. And also more on Kawhi Leonard. And we will hear from Greg Popovich talking about what in the world is going on with the former King High School star. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM.
I've studied the human mind. I've learned how to read it.
How you guys doing today? Coach Ray here from Boost Training. We're here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost Training tip is all about strength. And of course, it's very specific to speed. We're talking about the single leg supported low squat. Come check it out. So when it comes to athletic performance, and more specifically speed, it's all about the ability to generate force, all about being nice and strong. Now, running is a single leg motion. So it makes sense that you have to have a great foundation of strength. You got to have single leg strength. So this exercise really works on that single leg strength here with the deep bend in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. So what Mike is going to do is going to have an open hand grip. All right, he's going to get nice and tight to the rack. He's going to be doing this. He's going to have his right foot on the ground. He's going to flex his left knee. All right, he's going to lower himself nice and easy. He's going to tap that left knee on the ground and then come up. Now go ahead and do a couple reps here, Micah. All right, so what we want here is we really want to emphasize pushing that left foot in the ground, that right foot in the ground and not pulling himself up, which is why we have the open hand grip. And as I mentioned before, really getting that deep bend in the ankles, the knees, and the hips, just as if we were sprinting. So if you're not doing this exercise, you really want to add it to your repertoire because it's a great drill for building speed and generating force. We do it right here at Boost.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Like this song.
I like all these songs Greg plays.
He's mixing it up today, man. Get ready for it.
Woo!
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Going strong here on a Tuesday. We're brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Kins Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. Big shout out to our good friend Brian Silva, local sports fan. He was the SID at San Bernardino Valley College, now at the College of the Desert. Jeff, he's going to join you on Thursday, right?
He is. We're going to talk about the athletes that are out in the desert from the IE and how they've done this year.
He's also on a bunch of school boards and hospital boards and all kinds of boards, surfboards, all kinds of skateboards.
Do you think he could be mayor someday?
He might be the mayor. He could be the president, but he's got my back.
He's a ram.
Because remember, we're talking about where Lithuania is, and I said, there's no way it's next to the ocean. Well, he's got my back. He just texted me and said, that map is fake news. And
it's fake news.
I pulled up the map of Europe, and I was looking at it. They moved Lithuania.
They moved it.
They must have moved it because it wasn't there before.
Well,
it's way up there by, like, the Scandinavian countries.
I knew
on the Baltic Sea. It wasn't there before. It used to be over by Turkey, wasn't it?
I knew exactly where it was because I am, I'm omnipotent. You know what that means?
You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere and all-knowing. I'm also?
You're also what?
Omnipotent and impotent. No. Whoa. Let's stop there.
Oh, geez.
All right. It was funny, though. Darn funny. You fell right into it.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
The NFL Pro Bowl is coming up on Sunday, if you care, of all the All-Star games. It's hard to get into. I'm not here to slam the NFL or the Pro Bowl. I'm just not into it. I don't know if I've ever actually sat down and watched a full Pro Bowl. I might have checked it out once in a while or just watched the highlights. But the Pro Bowl is Sunday. Of course, there's no Eagles or Patriots in the game. They have all, getting ready for the Super Bowl. A lot of other big names that have said thanks, but no thanks, including our own Tyron Smith out of the Rancho Verde High School, the best left tackle in the game for the Dallas Cowboys.
What do you mean he said no?
He's not playing. Maybe he's hurt. Can you check that? Tyron Smith.
We're giving him a lot of work.
Yeah. Where's Lithuania? What do they eat in Lithuania? Where's Tyron Smith?
Well, who's dating Elijah Dushku?
How old's Rick Fox?
Yeah, Rick Fox.
I had no idea we were going to talk about Rick Fox today. That was a real curveball.
Yeah, it's in Orlando again. Hey, now, didn't they how are they picking the Pro Bowl this year? Just by...
It's AFC against NFC, so it's back to the traditional format where the two conferences play each other. But Jared Goff was added to the game because Carson Wentz, he's with the Eagles, but he can't play anyways. He's injured, so he's not going to be in the game. So Jared Goff, quarterback for the Rams, in there. He's going to join his buddy Todd Gurley in the Pro Bowl.
Jack Skellington is back, baby. I love that guy. If you just put an E in his last name, it's Jared Jeff.
I never thought about that. The only difference between you and Jared Goff is an E.
Yep, the only difference is I outweigh him by about 200 pounds.
But other than that, you're like the same person.
Same exact person. Great hair.
So Tyron Smith from the Rancho Verde High School, Moreno Valley, Dallas Cowboys left tackle, best in the game in the NFL right now. Not playing. He's replaced by the 49ers, Joe Staley.
Oh, Joe Staley.
So Cullen over here is on the Tyron Smith beat right now.
His groin is sore.
Is that what's going on?
And back injuries for Smith.
So let me get this straight. So Cullen, he doesn't even get up to tell you. He just texts it to you.
He doesn't even look at me and talk to me anymore. He's just whatever. Whatever.
I mean, because we got a big studio here.
Yeah, you can't just walk over
get up
and whisper in my ear.
I was going to let him get behind the mic. And
I'm getting texts right here. I go, what is that? That's Kellen Holt.
No, it's Tyron Smith and his groin.
Yeah, his groin.
It's groin.
How do you know his groin? Palpate his groin. I wonder, is he okay? You know, is the groin that bad? He can't play?
Well,
check on his groin. Can you please check on his groin?
He's checking on it right now. Well, from Tyron Smith's groin to Kawhi Leonard's quad. Jeff, what's going on with Kawhi Leonard's quad right now?
Kawhi Leonard is fine.
He is?
This is all a ruse.
I thought you said yesterday he was done for the year. He's going to be done.
I think he is probably done for the year unless he gets traded to the Lakers, and then he'll be playing. Because the Lakers are only 6 games out of that 8 spot.
Stop it.
They're only 6 games out of that 8 spot. They've won 6 of 8. They have won 4 of 5.
The Clippers are ahead of them. The Clippers will get into the playoffs
by 6 games.
Then.
By 6 games, and the Clippers are in the 8th spot.
Clippers are going to get them.
No, the Lakers are going to come because they're going to have Kawhi Leonard here in about 2 weeks. Kawhi Leonard's going to come on strong, and then everybody's going to want to come play with Kawhi Leonard. The problem is no one wants to play with Kawhi Leonard in San Antonio. And you know why? Because it's a job. You play for Popovich. You got to work hard. Guys that make millions of dollars, they don't want to work hard.
They want to play for Luke Walton.
They want to play for Luke Walton. They want to say,
they want to play for Larry Ball
or Tyronn Lue. They want to play for guys.
Tyronn Lue, yeah.
Or they want to play for LeBron James because LeBron James coaches that team. But let's think about it.
Let's think.
If you're going to work hard, you got to play for Coach Popovich.
Let's think about it.
And if you're a guy that's in your prime and you want to, do you really want to go over and work hard?
No, Greg Popovich, he's going to be yelling at you and always grumpy, and who wants that?
But see, that's the difference of good basketball today or yesterday compared to today, is that you could have a coach yell at these guys and get in there, get right on them, and guys wouldn't get upset. They would just play hard.
Everyone's all sensitive and gets their feelings hurt.
It's like Pat Riley now. Pat Riley back in the day would just scream and yell at Magic and Kareem and those guys. You could never do that now because the players make 10 times more than the coach.
Players run the league.
They do, and it is sad that these guys come in entitled into the league, never been pushed, never been coached really, because their AAU coaches say, "Hey, you're wonderful. You're the greatest thing of all time." They believe it, and then when you have somebody coaches like Popovich or Riley or any of those guys that were coaches, they're a dying breed. After Popovich, who's left really?
Yeah,
I mean Steve Kerr's fun, but I mean I'm sure even he doesn't really do a whole lot anymore.
Well, this Kawhi Leonard story is really taking off like a snowball. It's going to be an avalanche pretty soon. It's going downhill real fast because first we heard that there was a disagreement between Kawhi Leonard and his people, like his small circle of folks, and then also the San Antonio Spurs on what's really going on with the quad injury. Why is Kawhi not back in the lineup? What's he doing for treatment? Is he rehabbing? He's isolated himself from the team. First came that report, and then today there's a new flood of reports saying that he simply doesn't want to be on the Spurs anymore. Now, I don't know if that's true, but all the different big media outlets are reporting that sources are saying that Kawhi Leonard simply does not want to be a San Antonio Spur anymore.
There's always a little truth in all of
Where
these
there's smoke,
stories.
there's fire, right? There's a little bit of truth there.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something, and I'm sure somebody's leaked it out to somebody at the one of the networks and said, "Hey, look, he's not happy here. We're going to try to facilitate." So if you are San Antonio, you're an older team, you have a superstar that doesn't want to play there for you. What do? Do you trade for younger and just kind of blow it up?
Well, that's a great point you made, right? If of all the teams, the Lakers have, I'm not a Laker guy, but I'm just going to say it, the Lakers have good young talent. They have some pieces that the Spurs might be interested in if they were going to make a move to get Kawhi Leonard out, right?
Yeah, I would trade. If you're the Laker brass and you're Magic Johnson and you think you can get LeBron James, you can get Paul George in the offseason, you get rid of Ingram, you get rid of
Win
Randall.
now, right?
Yeah,
win now.
Yeah, you get rid of these guys. You take your lumps for the remainder of the year. Even if you sit Kawhi the rest of the year, you still have a pretty good base, and you have a lot of money coming in. You could sign 3 max contracts. Remember that. So if you already have Kawhi under wraps, then you have Paul George and maybe a LeBron James to come in.
Lonzo and Jello starting 5.
Lonzo.
It's all coming together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do see though a scenario where he could come out. I mean, where else would he go? New York? Why would he go to New York? No one's going to want to play.
Knicks are bad.
Yeah, because people don't want to play there anymore.
Knicks were a bad choice.
Yeah. Porzingis, no one wants to play with Porzingis. He shoots 18 times a game.
Just like the Ball brothers.
Yeah, if you're Kawhi Leonard, you want to be the guy. You want to be the dude.
He is the guy now. He's earned it.
You want to be the dude. And if you pair him up with LeBron James, it's a pretty good team right there.
That would be a really good team. So, if he ends up going to the Lakers today, tomorrow, a year from now, you heard it here first on the Inland Sports Show. Here's Greg Popovich, the San Antonio Spurs head coach. He was talking about Kawhi Leonard and what's going on with the quad injury and why he's not with the team. And because really no one knows exactly what's going on. Very mysterious in San Antonio. Here's head coach Greg Popovich.
Horrible situation. Yeah, it's bad. When the players look right and left, they don't know who's going to be there from night to night. And it's tough to get a rhythm and get a flow to the game for sure. But every team's got problems they got to take care of. So ours are no worse than anybody else's. But to play with the big boys, you got to have all your guys. And so we got to get them ready if we think we're going to have anything to do with the end of the season. We got to get them back and get in that rhythm you're talking about. Between Manu and Tony, and Danny Green's been here for a while. They are able to at least get some things across and help me with the young kids to know what's going on. It's been a challenging but real interesting and a fun year. Maybe fun's the wrong word, but interesting and fun to see some guys grow. They're getting those opportunities.
So Greg Popovich actually saying it's kind of fun not having Kawhi Leonard around?
I'm telling you.
That's kind of weird, man.
And, in the last couple of days, they said that he even was quoted as saying, his injury's not as bad as Tony Parker's, and Tony Parker came back in 7 months.
That's a subtle way saying, where is he? He needs to be back with the team. He should be fine, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like. And when you're the president and coach, you're allowed to say what you want. Popovich is throwing out a few salvos there.
He is.
He said, hey, you better be ready to play, or I'm going to go young, because he's going young.
And I think it doesn't help. He is going young, but I think it doesn't help that Kawhi Leonard is such a loner. Like an introvert. I think it doesn't help. Like if he was always in front of the camera and every time that red light turned on, he was like, hey, I'm doing good. I'm with the team and I'm working out in their training facility and I'm probably a week or two away. Like it would feel different. But because we don't see from him or hear from him at all, like there's a lot of speculation, and the speculation's going to run rampant until he comes out and says, hey, no, we're all cool, man. I've just been, working out on my own. I'm really close to getting back with the team. I can't wait.
Well, this has been 24 hours, and we haven't heard anything from Kawhi Leonard.
I don't know if we will.
Not a peep.
No.
So, you would think if you're happy where you are, you'd make a statement saying, I'm happy.
He might be at King High School right now working out.
Maybe he is.
He might be right now.
He could be.
But he might not be. But he might be.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, something's in the mix. If you can't come out and say, hey, support your team, your coaches, I think there's some truth to that.
Tomorrow, Kawhi,
Lakers.
Big baller brand, Lithuania.
He'll be playing over there with those guys.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, have you heard about the Rain Cross Conference?
Oh, what a
big time!
I don't even want to
a super conference.
I have some different names I want to give them.
We're gonna get Jim Vaughan on the line when we come back. He's the Riverside Poly Athletic Director because, again, in the Rain Cross Conference, all the teams are going to go to different leagues based on the sport. So it's going to be different from sport to sport.
Yes.
We'll focus a little bit more on football when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
You ready to go back out there?
Yeah.
All right. You sure? Can you do this? Rolling with the homies.
Rolling with the homies.
Yeah, let's do it. You ready?
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk to the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE. The Dan Patrick Show.
If it continues to go bad for the Chargers as far as the reaction and these...
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using, we do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Answer.
How many phone numbers are there?
Because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent.
How do cell phones work?
There are thousands of children in foster care who don't need every question answered.
What's electricity?
They just need you.
What's the moon made of?
For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Let's all sing Pop Goes the Weasel.
Hey, welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. That was like Romper Room around here. Remember Romper Room?
I loved Romper Room.
Of course you did.
Of course I did.
Hey, in a couple minutes, we're going to talk about the Rain Cross Conference, which really got Jeff upset yesterday.
We're going to fight. I'm going to fight Jim Vaughan over this. We're going to fist fight.
Jim Vaughan is the messenger, all right?
Okay.
It wasn't like he single-handedly made the decision. Yeah.
I'm going to find out who made the decision. If they voted wrong.
I wonder if he heard the show yesterday. You think he heard the show yesterday? He probably did.
He did not.
He did not.
No, because I was texting him last night, telling him I was going to grill him.
Oh, he was in district meetings all day. Because remember, we were going to get him on the show, and he's like, oh, man, he's like, I'm in school district meetings all day long, which sounds like a lot of fun.
And then he prefaced when he called me, or when I texted him, he goes, I said, we're going to grill you. And he goes, you remember, I'm a district employee.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. So I said, you relax. We're not going to push the envelope too much. You are a poly guy, of course, so we won't mess with you too much. Jim Vaughan. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to him about this, though. Now, the Ivy League?
The
Sun Belt?
So there's the one super conference, which is called the Rain Cross Conference.
Yes.
And then inside of the super conference, there's 3 leagues. The Ivy League will be the top tier. The middle tier, that's like the middle ball, like Jello ball.
Yes.
That's the Sun Belt League. And then the mellow ball of the Rain Cross Conference is the Inland Valley League. So that's how they get. But each sport's going to be different. So that's where it gets a little dicey here.
This is too confusing for me.
Let's go to the spoiled, quick, quality oil change celebrity hotline. It is the great Jim Vaughan, Riverside Poly Athletic Director. Jim, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Good. It's a Tuesday.
Confusing.
So Inland Valley League's a Tuesday-Thursday league, right?
Correct.
So you're busy tonight.
Yeah, we've got Canyon Springs here on campus for girls soccer and girls basketball, and the boys will be heading out to Canyon to do the same.
Well, this time next year, if this was a football game, let's say, Poly and Canyon Springs, it would still be considered an Inland Valley League game, correct?
Correct.
So weird.
Jeff's trying to wrap his little brain around this one.
I cannot. I'm going to say this.
I mean, it's a reflection of the CIF competitive equity model. That's the way you got to look at it.
Yes, that's what I told Jeff yesterday. It's based on competitive equity. Throw proximity, school population, whatever you want, Jeff. Throw it out the window.
I'm okay with that. I'm just unokay with the names. I was going to offer $1,000 to change the name.
He was going to pay you, Jim, personally $1,000.
$1,000 if you can get this to change the names. Because I'm very confused.
The names of the leagues or the names of the conference?
The conference and the leagues. And I have several names I'd like to throw out there pretty soon here. But I have a couple quick questions regarding the league. Okay. The football is already set as far as for next year. Is basketball set, or will you do that based on, in the middle of the summer? When will you start doing your basketball setups?
Well, we're looking at that right now, but ultimately we're trying to be as accurate as possible with everybody's data from this year and last. So we're going to wait till the season's over, and one of the interesting things about basketball is if you win a CIF game, that really jumps your points as it relates to CIF numbers, so that will have an impact on how we look at the leagues for next year. So we're going to wait till that's official, so we're probably looking within the next 3 weeks before we could even get to come close to figuring out what those are. But all the fall leagues are set, so those are done. But again, we're just trying to wait till the winter stuff is done, and then we'll get that issued out.
So, Jim, similar to, like you said, the CIF Southern Section model for competitive equity, you're going to look at the last 2 years to decide who's in what schools are in what league for each sport. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And then we were talking about the new Ivy League. It's going to be Rancho Verde, Paloma Valley, Heritage, and Valley View for football there. So, for example, in that league, in the Ivy League, would you only have 3 league games? How do you find the non-league schedule? How does that work out?
Well, what we did, because football is an anomaly where you have that, the way the schedule works out, nobody ever wants to have a bye week 10. So what we did is we have the top league, which is the Ivy, cross league with the middle league, which we're calling the Sun Belt, and they'll play that week 6 and week 7 game, and then those last 3 games of the calendar will be the league games. So those will be the games when you play Heritage, Rancho, and so on down the line.
Okay, so the first 5 games of the season will be like your traditional non-league. Then you'll play 2 games. It's still inside your conference, but not directly in your league. And then the final 3 will be your actual league games.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. For those 4 teams. The football was the anomaly because you had just the way it works out. When I was athletic director and coaching up at Rim of the World, we had a bye, and that just throws a wrench into your football season because, like I said, anybody trying to look for a week 10 or worse yet, like a week 7 or a week 8 bye is always it's always impossible. So we tried to avoid that and then try to get as close to a traditional football schedule as we could get.
Now, do you guys know that as ADs, you probably should all get raised as this next year, just because, I know it goes into all the, the scheduling, the busing. It's going to be confusing on a yearly basis, is it not?
Well, actually, every 2 years, because we still have to stick to the CIF bylaws, which say that you can only re-league every 2 years. So next year will be a headache, but I think it'll be well worth it because we're going to be grouped together in competitive leagues where I think everybody will feel like they have a shot to participate in the playoffs.
And then each sport will be different. So, for example, like football's Rancho Verde, Paloma, Heritage, and Valley View in the Ivy League, but that league might look a lot different for basketball, correct?
Correct. Like, for example, looking at volleyball next year, the top league will have Elsinore, Valley View, Poly, Notre Dame, and I believe Temescal Canyon will be in that top league for volleyball next year. And then golf will be different, and tennis will be different, and so on down the line.
Jeff over here is going to have to do a lot of homework to get all this straight, right, Jeff?
I cannot wrap my brain around it. The only thing I want to know is who came up with these names?
Well, we did it collectively as a league, and then we voted on it together. So all the names were thrown out there, but let's be honest, there's a lot of us that have been around here for a long time, so we brought back some names that we felt a historical connection to. So we were happy to resurrect the Ivy League for Riverside, as well as the schools that all were in that, and felt a special connection to it. So we collectively, though, voted on it together.
Well, Jim, I love the names. I love the Rain Cross Conference. I love the Ivy League. But Jeff went home last night and he hunkered down and came up with some new names for you.
I did.
If you he wanted to pay you $1,000 to change the league names. But Jeff, what do you have for Jim Vaughan, Riverside Poly AD here on the Inland Sports Show?
Okay, I am a very big fan of Game of Thrones, so you could call it the Conference of Thrones. You could have the Targaryen League, the Lannister League, and the Khaleesi League, and I would pay that's $1,000 right there.
That is very tempting because I'm a big Game of Thrones fan myself, but I would go with different kingdoms within Westeros. I wouldn't go with the family names,
just so they can just beat each other up every week.
Yeah, and then you would win a banner, like the battle flags that they carry in, like with the head of a dire wolf and dragon and all that sort of stuff.
Here.
Well, that was my next thing when you said flags. I then went to my other favorite thing.
You have another one, Jeff?
Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. So we could have called this the Quidditch Conference, and we could have had the houses of Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Gryffindor. Thus, they would have had the banners or the flags. That would have been good. That's worth another $1,000 if you decide you would like to do this. But see, my favorite, though, was brought up by Pep Fernandez yesterday.
Yeah.
Is that he wanted to call it the Pangea Conference, right? Is that what you wanted?
Well, we were trying to describe it. It's like a super conference, and I kept saying super conference, so it kind of lent itself to supercontinent. I said, Jeff, it's like Pangea. It's a supercontinent, but then it's going to, because of the continental drift, they're all going to break apart and go to their own league.
That's my favorite.
So Jeff's like, we should call it Pangea.
Now, you guys are tempting me very, very, I must admit, because, you're speaking to me as an old history teacher that had to teach about plate tectonics, so there you go. And then my kids would love the Quidditch Conference because they were all Harry Potter fans. But I didn't read it, so I will have to pass on the Quidditch. But the Pangea, I think you're on it. And then we can start looking at the super continents afterwards. I don't have them in front of me, but that might work.
So if we hear in the morning that there's been an emergency meeting called for the new Rain Cross Conference, we'll know exactly what's at the top of that agenda. It's can we bring Pangea or Game of Thrones into the mix, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Or we just go Star Wars theme and just call it the Empire.
Okay, now you're killing me because now, I mean, you could, as a kid, I think my brother, I think, still has all our old Star Wars stuff. So you're killing me on that.
Yeah.
Hey, so do Pep and I. Pep and I are the biggest Star Wars nerds in the world. That's why I said, we're going to go the Empire and maybe have the Rebellion. But then I was thinking, who else do we have, though? The Ewoks.
Well, you have the New Order. I mean, you have the new names that you go with it.
You could.
But I think you should go planetary systems. The Hoth Conference. Those. Doing those
the
different names and. The Dagobah system, exactly.
Jim Vaughn's going second level on you, Jeff.
Then,
he's nerding you out on Star Wars.
You do not want to go to Alderaan, though.
No, you don't. Alderaan Conference because, as Obi-Wan said, there is a disturbance in the Force. So,
yeah, but I was really kind of upset because I was thinking of the Rain Cross, and you guys are paying tribute, I know, to the Rain Cross tournament. But the Ivy League, you're you're not even an Ivy League guy. You're a Notre Dame guy. But I remember I was fighting, Ivy League when it was Ramona, Poly North, Arlington, Norte Vista. That was the original Ivy League. And we didn't even have La Sierra there. We didn't want them. They were rotten.
Well, I mean, when I am an old basketball guy, so not to, all truth out there, Raincross was something that's been a deep history within the city, and not just the city but the county. I mean, back in when you were playing and I were playing, that was a true county tournament that brought everybody from all comers from Riverside. So when we started to put this together, that was something that I thought about, was the fact that we were bringing people from all over to create this conference. So, in homage to your dad and to all the other coaches that have come before us, there's a name recognition with that, and it brings to mind, at least to me, some good memories and fun times down at the old Ben H. Lewis auditorium down there in Christmas time at the Mission Inn. So,
yeah, it was
a good time.
It was a great time. In fact, Mom and Dad would drop me off before the games would start. I'd go in and stay all day until my dad would play, and then I would just stay. And 4 days or 5 days every Christmas, I was there. I lived there, and I would hang out and steal food from the room upstais.
Oh, of course, because you had the inn. You had the inn with your dad.
Yes,
and you just load up the pockets and then come back out. I was one of the throngs that showed up at the same time. And I went to Notre Dame, so we had a couple years where we made runs to the finals, but we also had those years where we play at 7 o'clock and then turn around and have to play at 11 a.m. the next morning. So we would be there all day, and it was a great tournament, and it was a lot of fun. I never got to play in it, though. I was a little upset about that.
Come on, what do you mean you never got to play?
When I made varsity my sophomore year, that was when we went out of the tournament, and we went out of the tournament for a 3-year span, and those were the 3 years I was on varsity. So
talk about the timing.
Yeah, terrible timing.
Hey,
my brothers all did, but I didn't get to.
Who was the coach? Who was your coach at Notre Dame at that time?
Well, there's Coach Wetcher, and then when Coach Wetcher left, Coach Hurley, who's now the head of the Riverside Sport Hall of Fame, he took over when I was a senior. So those were the two coaches when most of my family were around. My brother Dan actually played for Coach Vanna before he went to Ramona and then on to Poly.
Yeah, I remember Coach Wetcher very well. I used to walk over to his house and borrow his key and go open up Notre Dame's gym when I was a little kid.
You did?
Hey, we weren't even allowed. How the heck did that work? We were told we couldn't even walk on there without the proper shoes. So I remember standing outside freezing. But anyway, there's no hard feelings.
We were the Gorham boys. We got into every gym in Riverside. You know that. We were crazy.
Of course. And you got to shoot around on the court out in Raincross, by the way, too. Everybody else was shushed off or shushed to the bathroom or whatever. You, on the other hand, got to go out there and do whatever you wanted.
I had carte blanche. I remember those days. I'd go out and just shoot in between every single game, and no one did ever kick me off.
Yeah. Well, it's because you had all that food in your pockets from the coach's room.
And they
didn't want a mess going on.
And they didn't want older Coach Gorham to go over and yell at you. Remember, he was nuts. My dad was crazy.
Well, I have a lot of respect for your dad. And
I'm glad somebody does.
It was well deserved. All the yelling was well deserved.
It was funny. Good times, good times.
Well, Jim, the next time if you need to rename a conference or a league, you can always come to Jeff and I. We'll have some suggestions for you.
Well, you guys are right. You're right down the road that I was thinking. But
I'm sure.
I have a lot of connection to all your topics. But thank you. I appreciate that. And we hope we'll see you guys out there at one of the games. We don't know where, but we'll tell you that we'll have a bunch of them going on. So come on out and enjoy some Raincross Conference sports. It'll be fun.
We'll be there for sure, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
No worries. All right, you guys have a great afternoon, and wish us luck tonight against the Cougars.
We definitely will. That's Jim Vaughan, Riverside Poly Athletic Director here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE. Thanks, Jim.
You got it. Take care, guys.
Buddy.
All right, Jim Vaughan breaking it down. So it was getting some run on social media. People were like, I didn't know the new conference was named. Who's in the new conference? So we found out it's just the fall sports so far. and then they're going to figure out the winter sports for next year in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm still a little bummed they named it what they did, the Rain Cross. I can't give him a hard time. I like him too much. I was really going to grill him, but we grew up together, and he was a nice guy.
You got the wheels turning over here on me because I'm thinking about the Star Wars. If you were going to name the one conference, the conference would be the Empire?
The Empire.
And then what would be the 3 leagues?
Oh, let's go the 500.
Because I heard you drop the Ewoks. That can't be a league. The Ewoks?
Oh, the First Order would be a good one.
Yeah, the First Order, or the Resistance.
The Resistance.
And then who would be the third one?
The Alliance.
The Jedi.
The Alliance would be good. Or the Jedi Council.
Jedi Council,
5.
Resistance, the First Order.
Yes.
There you go. And they're all part of the Empire Conference.
That'd be awesome. Just don't play on Alderaan. And
that's bad luck.
And you can't play at Kashyyyk because you get a lot of hair in your chest.
Oh, yeah, that's the home of Chewbacca and all the Wookiees. Kashyyyk.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty good. I like Jim Vaughan. Jim Vaughan's a good dude.
He is a super good guy. And you know what's even better was he was nerding out hard like us. Star Wars. He knew the Harry Potter. He knew the Game of Thrones. He knew all the flags and the characters and all that stuff.
But you know what we forgot to ask?
Hoth. He dropped Hoth on us.
We didn't ask him about his Letterman's jacket minus the letter.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Daryl.
Follow up.
Daryl Hansen used to be the principal over at Poly.
Yes.
Okay, Daryl.
Yes. We saw Daryl on Saturday.
And Daryl played basketball for my dad at Notre Dame Vista years and years ago. He's part of his basketball team. And Daryl Hansen would wear a ring. I said, what do you have his championship ring for? He said, our water polo won the CIF championship. I said, take that thing off. You didn't play. Only players should wear that. So every time I see him, I usually give him a hard time. And then he was one of the guys that would wear the Poly Letterman's jacket. But he had the letter and he had all the patches and stuff on the side. I'm like, dude, you're a Norte Vista guy. Take that thing off. So, yeah, we used to do horrible things to.
Then he was a King guy, and now he's like a Hemet school board guy.
Oh no, he's a
school district
superintendent or assistant.
He's a big deal.
Oh yeah, he's a big deal. He's always been a big deal. He had no jump shot, but he was a big deal.
All right, again, big thanks to Jim Vaughan, Riverside Poly athletic director, setting it straight on the new Rain Cross Conference. And again, the fall sports are settled, and for football. You didn't hear this yesterday because we broke the news, but again, for football at least, the Ivy League, which is the top tier, is going to be the Rancho Verde, Paloma Valley, Heritage, and Valley View. That's the Ivy League. The middle ball, Jello Ball, the middle league, Sunbelt League, will be Temescal Canyon, Arlington, Notre Dame, and Elsinore. And then the final rung, the bottom tier, this is for football.
Did you say bottom? Bottom tier?
The bottom tier.
I don't think they like that term. Let's just
the Inland Valley League.
Yes, the third league.
The LaMelo Ball of the Rain Cross
the
Conference.
Young league. Okay.
The youngest.
Okay.
Orange Vista, Paris, Lakeside, Riverside Poly, JW North, and Canyon Springs. So
not bad.
So a total of 14 teams in the Rain Cross Conference, and then they lop it off into 4 different leagues.
That's pretty cool.
So,
then the last league is obviously they'll play a 5-game regular league, and they won't play outside of their or within the
inside the conference. Yeah,
no, they won't. The third league won't.
Yeah. So the Inland Valley League, as they're calling it now, will stay like inside their league because they'll have 5 league games, and then the Sunbelt League, which is the middle, and then the Ivy League, which is the top tier. They will play each other just twice.
Yes.
To give them a 5-game league schedule.
Makes sense.
So it's kind of confusing. We'll work it out, but you heard the news here first on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back here, man, is there anything that Kobe Bryant can't do? He's wonderful.
I love Kobe. You don't like Kobe. You were just mocking
I'm being
him.
sarcastic.
I love
a lot
Kobe
of sarcasm dripping in there.
I honestly love Kobe Bryant. He's up for.
I know you love him.
I love him. I tell you, he's great.
Kobe does it all. We're gonna talk Kobe Bryant. He's the best at something else now. Add another something to the Kobe Bryant legend, and also the NBA All-Star reserves were announced. Right?
They were.
Do you have the list?
I do. But I'm very confused how they're doing this. They have like a pool of starters that they're gonna like draft.
So maybe all those guys will be in the All-Star game, but we don't know exactly what team they're going to be on.
Yeah, because it's not in the East versus West.
Is Tony Snell in there? Milwaukee Bucks, Tony Snell, Riverside King High School.
No, Tony Snell.
He's probably having a decent year, actually.
Yeah, but no Tony Snell.
All right, bummer. All right, we'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
7. Bryant leads, falling away, puts it in! And the Lakers take a 1-point lead with 7.3 remaining.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
The one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM is back. It's brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Kin Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. I'm not a big movie guy, Jeff, but what was it, the Academy Awards, or what just came out?
The Academy Awards.
The nominations, right?
Yes, the Oscars, my friend.
Is that what they are, the Oscars? I don't. So the Oscars are the name of the award show, but the Academy Awards like the name of the award. Is that right? I'm not a movie guy.
The Oscar is the award. The Academy Awards is the embodiment, the presentation, the.
Unless Chewbacca is on it, like I don't know about it. Yeah.
Hey, Last Jedi had 4 Oscar nods.
They did? For what?
Sound, music, original score, visual effects, and some other things.
I just watched a video where they said Luke Skywalker's theme and Rey's theme, if you put them on top of each other, like they go together.
They do.
Blow your mind. Go check it out. Like, seriously.
Do you think there could be a I don't know. I
was checking my Yahoo email today. Yahoo! And one of the lead story in the entertainment section was, it said something to the effect of, we have Rey's parents all wrong.
But see, the only thing is, we talked about this for years, about the movie coming out, and then we were so disappointed because we didn't know anything about Snoke. Nothing. Bupkis, zilch, Zippo.
So mad.
And then if we do this again, we're going to just we're going to set ourselves up again for failure.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do this for like 2 years. Speculate, wonder.
The Han Solo trailer's coming out.
Wrong again, Solo.
It's coming out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be out last week. I think they're doing it during the Super Bowl. Yes, they are.
All right. Well, the Academy Award nominations came out from the Oscars. Am I saying that right?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, perfect. So guess who was nominated?
I know.
Tom Hanks. No.
Tom. He was not nominated. He was snubbed. Just like some NBA guys were snubbed. I can't wait to tell you who they were, too.
It was your boy, Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bean Bryant was nominated for an Academy Award?
So I didn't even know this, but apparently he had a short animated film called Dear Basketball, and he wrote it and he narrated it.
Oh,
did you know that?
I know everything about Kobe Bryant.
He's great at everything.
He's just like Tom Brady.
LeBron's trying to be like Kobe.
Yes,
LeBron is trying to be like Kobe.
He is. But yes, he has that animated shorts that he did all this year.
Remember the Muse, though? That thing was weird.
The Muse cage. Okay, I'm going to say I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Weird, man. Yeah. Weird things going on.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
But he came back and he wrote this, and again, he narrated it. He didn't illustrate it. It's kind of like a moving picture kind of it's like drawings.
It looks like Aha, Take On Me. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It does. Have that look. It's Aha.
Yeah. Take on me.
Hey, we play that for UCR.
Oh, we do for UCR basketball. Like, where have I heard that?
It's great. We hear it all the time. But yes, Kobe Bean Bryant will be the guy that the Academy Award goes to.
Kobe Bryant.
God, that'd be awesome. That would be sweet. Can't wait. Do you have any?
Do you want to hear some of it?
I would love to hear some of this.
So Kobe wrote this, and he also narrated it. So this is Kobe Bryant's voice, and he penned all these words. It's straight from Kobe Bryant. Here is, what's it called? Dear Basketball? Yeah, Dear Basketball. Nominated for an Academy Award. So let's check it out. It's going to get good in a second.
It is?
Or not. I don't know. It might not. No, it is. It's like a drawing. Take on me.
Take on.
No, it's about to get good. He's about to be a little kid in a second. Now it's going to get serious, Jeff.
Dear Basketball.
Here it is.
I'm sorry.
Kobe's trying to talk. Let him talk.
From the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks.
Smelly tube socks.
And shooting imaginary game-winning shots in the Great Western Forum.
It was called the Fabulous Forum, Kobe, not the Great Western.
I knew one thing was real.
What was real, Kobe?
I fell in love with you.
I fell in love with you too, Kobe.
Who's he talking about?
Me.
A love so deep, I gave you my all.
He's definitely talking about me.
Body to my spirit and soul. As a 6-year-old boy, deeply in love with you.
I love you too, Kobe.
I never saw the end of the tunnel.
Nope.
I only saw myself running out of one.
Till his Achilles. It was all downhill.
He walked out on his own.
I ran up and down every court after every loose ball for you.
Beat him at Arco Arena.
For my hustle. I gave you my heart.
I could almost cry.
Because it came with so much more. I played through the sweat and the hurt.
Who plays for Hurt? Oh, I don't dig that.
Not because Challenge called me.
Challenge, Team USA, Lakers.
But because you called me. I did everything for you.
Everything.
Do you think you'll run for president someday?
That's what you do when someone makes you feel as alive as you've made me feel.
You think he could win? You think he could be the king of the United States?
The king? Yeah, he could probably.
Can you run?
Can he move Lithuania back to where it used to be?
Oh, Kobe.
But I can't love you obsessively for much longer.
Oh, there's the
Achilles. Remember I was talking about the Achilles.
My heart can take the pounding. My mind can handle the grind.
But his body.
But my body knows it's time to say goodbye.
Exactly. His body gave up on him.
He's a little too melodramatic there.
Why are you smiling?
What? Am I smiling? I didn't notice. Was I showing teeth?
Yeah.
Was I showing teeth and smiling?
What's your favorite part on?
The good and the bad.
The good and the bad.
They showed this when they inducted him into the Wall of Fame with the numbers. That's what they. Everybody.
See, that's a real Kobe move. Like he's watching something he did and narrated. Like, look how wonderful I am. I'm Kobe Bryant.
Wait.
People drew pictures
I thought this segment was of the good of Kobe. Why did you just besmirch him?
Did I?
You just besmirched the name.
Am I
of
smiling?
Kobe. Yeah, it was not.
It's almost over, guys. I'm sorry. They wanted to hear it. Here he comes. Here comes Kobe. Here he comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Bean Bryant.
All right, I can't take it anymore.
Hey, he did
How
say
was that nominated? I could have done that at home.
You couldn't. I've seen you sketch. You sketch like a 3-year-old.
I've done radio for the good and the bad, the hurt, and the good feelings.
I milked cows in Bakersfield. I squished. I got kicked in the arm.
I did it all for you. I did it for the dairy.
I loved.
I didn't do it for the cows. I did it to bring high quality vitamin D milk to the people.
Homogenized.
Pasteurized. When I got up at 3 a.m., my mind was strong, but my body was weak.
But the milk fat got me through. When that milk fat settled at the top, and that milkman came and took away those bottles, I knew I was something. I knew I was Pep Fernando's, and I was milking cows.
When I was scooping the manure with my bare hands,
I was
doing it for the people.
I went from scooping manure to scooping ice cream at 31 Flavors. I worked for 3.5 years. My right arm was bigger than my left because I dug deep into that ice cream.
From the dairies to the ice cream, I can't quit you, milk.
Baskin Robbins, you were just another form of milk. And I love milk. Oh, do I love it. I love you, milk. You were a big part of my life, milk. I love it. Thank you so much, milk.
Dreaming as a kid of being a dairy farmer with those cows.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering Staples Center, Pep Fernandez.
Fernando's.
Pep Fernando.
They mispronounced my name as I came out and be like, no.
We're gonna hang you on the wall. We're gonna nail you right to that wall, Pep Fernando's at the Great Western Forum, where you will have a big jug of milk poured over your forehead.
It was the Ewing Dairy in Gerber, California. That's what, when I was a little kid, I would dream of stepping inside the Ewing Dairy with all those cows.
Oh, those cows. I knew I could make an impact on someone.
I knew they'd kick me, but I did it anyways.
But that heifer, the one that kicked me.
Number 87.
87. Oh, 87. We're gonna retire 87.
Nemesis.
We're gonna retire 87 in honor of Pep Fernando's. Did we just go crazy?
Yeah, that was the Kobe Bryant segment.
I'm not tripping out on the resemblance of the Slurmate and Jeff together.
Oh, they look the same?
Yes.
Maybe Jeff can take a picture with it, a selfie.
I'm telling you, I do look like a slurmate. You know, I can't watch myself on this YouTube stuff. I look at it, I can't.
Why?
I gotta get. I'm gonna go get a facelift. I'm gonna get a lifestyle lift. They're called lifestyle lifts.
What's that mean?
It means to get rid of this thing, the jowls.
That's a lifestyle lift.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna go on a diet. By the way, I just can't handle it anymore. I can't. Okay, how much time do we have? Can I tell you this story real fast?
Yeah,
There's 2 minutes. Okay, this is. I'm gonna full disclosure. The other day, I was really tired. I was like, man, I gotta go to bed. So I got out of the shower and I laid in bed and I was wearing my birthday suit. Right? I was celebrating, and I was laying there and I fell asleep. And Carla Smedberg went by and took a picture of me, and while I was laying there, and I was dead asleep. And so the next morning, I woke up and there was a message on my phone. And it was a picture of me, and I went, oh, good Lord. I am going straight. I'm going to go in.
Go straight to the diet?
They're going to suck every bit of fat out of me. I'm going to get my stomach stapled. I'm going to get it shrunk. I'm going to be skinny again because I look bad.
Skinny guy.
Yeah, I have to take selfies from, like, above me because, like, I'm like a woman. You got to film it above you so that you don't look at your jowls. I have no jowls from way up here.
Got to look good on the gram. Instagram. You're an Instagram model.
Oh man, I have like 12 followers. I'm not too much of one, but yeah, it was terrible. It was the most embarrassing thing ever. I was like, "Who's that guy? Why did you send a picture of a? Oh, that's me.
That's the sloth mermaid.
That's the slurmaid." Yeah, it was horrible. Thanks, there, Carla Smedberg.
Let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk. Do you have the NBA All-Stars?
I have them.
The names. Okay, we'll talk NBA All-Stars. We'll talk Lakers, Clippers, and UC Riverside as the Highlanders will meet the Anteaters of UC Irvine tomorrow night in Big West Conference play. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
With over 28 points a game out.